as the Red Protoss on 6 o'clock on Metalopolis. And we have Mousesport's Morrow, who is no easy hurdle, let's be fair. He won the first IAM as Terran, then decided to switch race to Zerg.
And the thing is that this map is the TSL map, basically. And on Metalopolis, you're going to be spawning cross positions. So that's going to be working in Morrow's favor for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's no chance of close position, so neither of these players are going to be rushing the other one. They both know they're spawning across maps, so they're both going to go for pretty safe macro builds, I imagine.
And Morrow will be sending this Overlord down here, and we'll be able to check out this position and be like, all right, well, he's not there.
So I know exactly where he is.
I know exactly, and obviously, here we go, with the scout has been sent out by MC, and good game, good luck has been finally called by Morrow, but this is going to be such a sick game, and it's going to be so hard for Morrow, I'm not going to lie, this is going to be hard. MC, the best player in the world, 2 times GSL champion. I mean, you can't get better than that. And MC is on form. I mean, he like absolutely trashed White Ra in the TSL.
That is true. He beat White Ra 3-0 without breaking a sweat. And I mean, he's so confident for this tournament. Every interview I see him in, he's just saying, yeah, I'm going to win. I am a champion, which he hasn't failed to prove as of yet. So, yeah, Morrow's got his work cut out for him. But, he's a little confident lad. I mean, Morrow's equally as cocky, and I want to see him prove himself.
Yeah, and we do see the Extractor and the Spawning Pool going down for Morrow. Very safe build to get the speed upgrade for the Lings, and we'll be able to defend against any form of early aggression. MC just coming in here doing a little bit of harassment on the other side. If we look down into MC's base, Chrono Boost, pretty standard opening so far, with the gateway into the 7X Warlock that will be put down shortly. To complete that, and MC deciding to leave. We'll go around just to move down to this expansion. Deny any form of hatchery that decides to come down.
Yeah, by either blocking it with a probe or a pylon later on. But this build that Morrow's done will get out 4 Zerglings, so we'll be able to take out any pylon. It's a really safe build. He can stop anything he wants, but he can also get a reasonably early hatchery, which he's going to start doing now with this drone going over there.
I'm kind of interested to think about the mentality that Morrow, you know, the way he is thinking right now. He's already faced against MC recently in Korea and lost kind of bad, kind of got a little bit walked over. And now he's had time to, you know, think about it. He's known the schedule for a long time. He's known the maps now. He's had time to practice. He must surely have come up with something that could possibly take down this hero Protoss.
Yeah, I mean, Morrow, if there's anybody that can do it, Morrow is definitely one of them. As you said, or as we said earlier, he won IEM Gamescom, the first major international tournament there ever was. And he did that. He learned a strategy that day. And while there was a party actually going on in the main room, he just sat there and practiced the whole night as much as he could.
Morrow is a machine.
He is dedicated.
I mean, there's a reason why people call him Mr. Anderson, because this guy, I mean, practices all the time. I mean, day in, day out, like multiple hours every day. And actually, he does get in with this drone down here, and we do see that the double extract has been put down, so he's kind of clear that there's not going to be any 4-gate or something. But I think the way MC is going to play is just play very standard. He is the favorite in this. There's no reason for him to do anything a little bit aggressive. We do see the 2 and the 3rd gate being put down.
That's actually incredibly crucial to see that. He's seen a sentry as the first unit coming out, and he's probably predicting another sentry, and given that the 2 gates just went down, he knows exactly what MC is going to be doing, which is the 3-gate sentry expand. This is also incredibly safe, and you get down an expo reasonably fast, a bit slower than the Zergs, but it is probably the most famous build going on right now, so Morrow really knows he can macro up, and as we see on the production tab, he's pumping out drones like a madman. There are no Zerglings being made, and that is the exact thing that he wants to be doing. He is safe for a very long time.
And he's got great scouting options. He has the Overlord, as you can see here, just outside the base of MC, and can go inside, if necessary, to see what goes on. And another link coming down here that we'll be able to go around and see if that Nexus has been put up, and should be able to get that scanning information.
And
MC
is going to see it.
Yeah, he will see it. MC moving around just to see if he can find any links, and sees it. But you have to be super careful, because even though the Nexus has gone down, you know, MC is very well known for cancelling at the very last minute and going for some kind of aggression. And we don't really see the 4-gate being put down at all, so we see it, but Morrow not necessarily, and does put down 2 spine crawlers in anticipation for something like this, along with the Roach Warren 2, starting to build up this gas. We're at 200 gas now, and if necessary, can pump out a lot of roaches that can help defend.
Yeah, Morrow's actually in a really comfy position right now. He knows exactly what his opponent is doing. His scouting was amazing, and MC's actually throwing down a Stargate. This is pretty unusual. This could indicate Void Rays or Phoenix. Both of them are pretty nasty against the Zerg with no lag upgrade, which means he can't attack air with anything else than besides his queens. So this could really do some damage and cause Morrow to panic.
And he doesn't have the Evo chamber down either to get the defensive structures up, and this could be completely throw Morrow off guard. The thing is that he doesn't, he doesn't have any scouting information to find this out. The thing is, does MC hold his units back and wait till he has a critical amount, or does he just wait, put them straight out? And we do see a Void Ray in production. Yeah,
indeed we do, and that is going to cause some pretty nasty damage. Morrow's creep spread is already, he's actually known for creep spreading. He'll lay down a roughly 5 tumors in the same spot and just spread it all over the map, which not only can he move faster, but he can actually see when an attack is coming. He can see absolutely everything on the map. He's actually seeing the Sentry army moving out a bit with this Zergling. So he's on the ball. I can't fault Morrow's play at all.
If we look at the unit tab now, still only drones of 3 lings just scanning around, but 60 drones already. Plus 1 attack has started from the Evo chamber he just created, along with 4 roaches, 5 now. And he has to build this just in case MC does decide to push out and be a little bit aggressive. We do have a probe here on the right-hand side of this lane, moving up to see if he can find out key information. What units does Morrow have, if any? Does he have spine crawlers? And he does see the 2 spine crawlers, doesn't get the roach information at all. And MC moving around now with a Phoenix and a Void Ray at the same time.
Yeah, and this is a pretty nasty combo. I mean, he's going to see everything. He can lift up a queen if he wants. He can harass overlords. Luckily, Morrow's kept his overlords in a really nice position here. He can get queens from either side. And yeah, he's actually built an extra queen just to lay down tumors. Wow, he's playing really risky here, setting down a 3rd base already. I don't know what actually Morrow's thinking MC is going to do, but he's predicting him so well. He could have been thinking there was a Colossus coming out or a Mortal push or anything, but no, he's read him perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, he's seen the air units. He knows that the majority of resources of MC have gone into these air units. He's not going to have that many ground units to deny this expo, but Morrow has to be super careful not to get this denied. He's going to have to move these queens over. I don't see any queens around at all.
He can't move his queens over because there's a Phoenix in the way. If the Phoenix, or if the queens come close, he's just going to graviton beam them and lift them up. This hatchery is going to go down.
And that's not good at all for Morrow. He's trying to move in with the queens now, but the Phoenixes come in, pick 1 queen up, 1 queen in a lot of danger, another Phoenix comes down, 1 queen goes down. Will he pick up another?
Second queen, and the Void Ray is still massively charged. These queens are dying, and this is a huge blow for Morrow's economy. He can no longer lava inject or anything.
Yeah, I mean, wow, 3 queens in this expo. Will he cancel it, though? That is the question. 4 Phoenixes. Spore Crawl is trying to get up there fast in time.
A brave little soldier incoming. Can he do it?
I don't know.
He's getting focused straight away.
And wow, I can't believe he let it complete. I mean, it's in red health.
He's actually pumping out 12 Hydralisks as well. This is really tense right now. If this hatchery does go down, Morrow's going to be so far behind. There are 5 Hydras running in. The hatchery is now on 45 health, 30, 15, and it goes down. Wow.
And now he's even picking up a few Hydras, maximizing damage, and MC, wow. And at the same time, look at this over here. He has his own 3rd base up, and we look in the base, +1 attack has begun, and the robotics facility just about finished. And MC, getting that cancel on that hatchery was so big.
It was huge, and Morrow really got punished for playing that risky. I mean, if you don't have any anti-air whatsoever besides queens, and you only have 3 of them, you have to be extremely careful about putting down that 3rd. And MC knew exactly what Morrow was doing. He was being quite greedy, which I guess you do have to resort to when you play against MC, but he punished him for it.
And look at the food count now, 134 Morrow versus 113, which is pretty good for Morrow. The thing is that MC is forced him to get these Hydras out, forced him to get the range upgrade, and the thing is he's actually switching over now. If I can find the robotics bay, is switching over to that. And so that's going to really force, a very hard time for Morrow, because these Colossus is going to be able to do a lot of damage. And it looks like Morrow is trying to get a 4th up eventually when this drone decides to turn into a hatchery. And moving around with a few lings, burrowed lings, just to see when MC decides to move out.
Yeah, and I'm actually loving Morrow's scouting capabilities in this game. Getting Burrow just to put a Zergling down outside the base. He knows the 3rd base is going up from MC, and his creep spread is absolutely fantastic. I can't really fault his macro, just I think his decision-making's been a little hasty on getting his bases. Because, MC, even though he's 20, 30 supply behind, his army is technically a lot stronger. And, wow, 5 Phoenix find a huge stack of Overlords running around.
there are a lot of ground units for the Zerg here. Will they be able to do anything? We look over here. MC does decide to wall off this third base. And the unit counting from now, we do have quite a lot of gateway units,
and
but with these Hydras though,
came out.
Yeah, the first Colossus just comes out now, and if MC decides to get over here in time, he should be able to defend against this, but I don't know, does he have enough units here, the Muslim?
Wow, I actually really like this move by MC. He's blocked off this place, makes it so hard to get through, and they are amazing force fields. All those Hydras at the back, nothing can even shoot. And
the Colossus goes down, that is huge!
A Colossus snipe, but MC is annihilating Morrow's army. He got split up, and these Phoenix just run over the Hydras. They did get slaughtered, but he did delay Morrow quite a lot. Now we look at the supply. MC's at 140 while Morrow's at 120. Morrow knows he is in a brickload of trouble right now.
And the thing is, if you look at his third base, Ben, he just doesn't have that many drones because of that cancel, and Morrow's creep spread is so good, but does he have the units? 140 supply versus 158, and we look at the upgrades, 1-1 for MC versus 2 plus attack for Morrow, but he's losing a lot of overlords here.
Yeah, he's losing a lot of overlords, and he's just losing a lot in general. MC's army, he's at 158 at 158, and he is doing so well. Morrow's actually catching back up. He's now got his third base fully saturated. He's got a fourth base up that's got nothing running, but a 3-base Protoss is nothing to be sniffed at, and Morrow is in a world of pain, even if he does get 4 bases up and running. But MC is a real professional, and I don't think he's going to give Morrow the time to breathe.
Yeah, and this army is looking more dangerous as time goes on. He is moving up towards this base here, and will start to come into this army, but it's not really big for Morrow. And here comes MC clearing out the creep tumors as well as a pylon behind here to reinforce with. At the same time, we do have an Overlord just moving around, scouting, seeing what's going on, and a fourth base from MC being put down. Really aggressive with this expanding. And I don't know, does he have enough? He doesn't have any Corruptors out yet. Only 4 just starting in production. And this is going to be a hard fight for Morrow.
Yeah, Morrow can't get sucked into this. I mean, MC's waiting for a really good position here where he can get him in a choke and force fields will be used optimally. Wow, a nice pylon placement. If we look on the far left where MC's army is, he warped the pylon in to check if there was an expo there. Even though there's nothing, it was still a smart move.
Yeah, and he will be able to go down to this fourth base very unguarded. And here we go, we have the main attack as well as the attack on the fourth. And this could be quite dangerous. Nice spread, but these force fields pushing everything back.
Yeah, Morrow's army got split up in half, but he actually didn't suffer too many losses. That was really good retreating by Morrow. But MC's army isn't looking any weaker.
And here we go, MC powering through now. I'm not sure if, I don't know, it's going to be very close. This comes in with a surround.
So good force fields though. He stopped all those units from getting in, and MC is just annihilating everything. But Morrow's actually ahead in supply. He is producing so many roaches while this fight's going on. But these Colossus, they have 10 kills, or 20 kills between them, and Morrow called GG. Wow.
Wow, Ben. That is MC at his finest.
Yeah, even as a pro player myself, I wouldn't want to be playing MC right now. He looked incredible.
I mean, wow, his decision making, the forcing the cancel on that third base, and then the use of force field, and even though he's doing all this aggressive movement with his units, he's getting the third base up, getting it saturated so he can replenish his army over and over, even getting towards that fourth base. And it looks like we are already going into the second game, and it is going to be Crossfire, which is going to be the hardest map out of all 3 for Morrow. He has to do something here.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really tight map. There's insane chokes on this map. So for a Protoss with force fields, you're going to have a real balling time, and Morrow's not going to be enjoying that whatsoever.
And now we are ready to go. I'm going to go straight into this game. No delays. We are going to go straight into the second game. If you'd like Morrow to come back, please make some noise for your Swedish Zerg player.
In-game music.
And if you'd like MC to close this series out with a 2-0 convincing victory, make some noise for MC! Alright, I'm going to change the volume.
Right, so we have MC as the red Protoss once again. He spawns at the top of Crossfire, which is a 2-player map as far as I know, against Morrow, the blue Zerg, spawning at the south.
And yeah, this is like we mentioned, it's going to be Sweet and Water So Good from MC, complimenting the country.
Can't disagree with him. He is a crowd pleaser.
The water in Sweden's like one of the cleanest, healthiest waters around, from the tap water.
It is.
It is. I mean,
it is the Apollo.
I was reading about
the
that.
water in Sweden is great. No.
So what do you think that Morrow can do in this game to really come back? Do you think that he'll have to force himself into possibly cheesing MC, you know, kind of going all in on 1 or 2 base?
I think cheesing is a very likable option, or likely option. I mean, MC, as we've just seen, he's so clinical. He is a surgeon the way he plays. He doesn't really make mistakes. He doesn't do anything super fancy. He's just extremely good at what he does, which is playing insanely solid, which is actually Morrow's strength as well. But Morrow really needs to, he can't play as big risks as that without, you know, thinking about the consequences further down the line.
I mean, even though Morrow's style is, you know, such a heavy macro Zerg player, when you go toe-to-toe with a player like MC, even though that is your strength, you kind of have to change around and try to adapt to the situation, because I don't think anybody in the world right now is capable of going toe-to-toe versus MC. So I wouldn't be surprised if Morrow decided to do something like that. And we do see him owning up with the same kind of build. We do have the Extractor being put down, as well as the spawning pool, like 14-14 build. And I think that MC is probably thinking that this is the most likely path Morrow would go down to, like, kind of cheese in. And so I expect MC to play a little bit safer, you know, wait for a few more centuries than usual before he decides to move down.
Yeah, indeed. And MC is no fool. I mean, he just played a pretty safe strategy. It wasn't risky at all, but it worked out insanely good for him. I mean, the